now.
You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And he's got some space here. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
As more and more up-tempo football creeps into the NFL game, some coaches don't think time of possession matters anymore. I believe we found one of them.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Play Tiger. Play Tiger. I cash up on that.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected. But a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did Kansas City win it, but they end up winning it by 11 points. They didn't see that coming at all. Jackson throwing on target to Brown. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Yeah.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for Mark Ingram there. That'll bring up second down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
To make sure the shit real.
Jackson now on second and 10.
You need to catch out a neutral person to make sure it's real.
Like a
so money going to wood.
Derek Nottie with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
He's taking out 5 minutes.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He's going deep for Brown.
And he's dropping every fucking time.
Incomplete. Rashad Breeland there defensively and able to knock that one down to the ground.
No surprise. They try to throw the ball on 4th down, but it gets batted down. They don't pick it up.
Well, a little football 101. When you're going toward that quarterback, you see he's going to start to throw. Get your hands up,
Get your hands up, affect the play, and then everyone get your hands up. When the ball gets to the receiver, moment of truth, knock it away.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
Remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's second down. With that incompletion, a chance to mention the awards. Now with the season over, Lamar Jackson, as we speculated, he's the MVP, Coach of the Year. John Harbaugh, Lamar's coach. Michael Thomas, Stephon Gilmore, Offensive and Defensive Players of the Year, Offensive and Defensive Rookies of the Year. That went to Kyler Murray and Nick Bosa. And the Comeback Player of the Year, Charles, Ryan Tannehill. No surprise there.
Not to mention the #1 award that the NFL gives out, the one that they give the most, that credence isn't the right word, the most attention to, and the one that they want trumpeted the most. That's the Walter Payton Man of the Year, because that represents the totality of a player in the NFL, not just what they do on the field, but off the field as well. And that goes to Calais Campbell, the defensive tackle for the Jacksonville Jaguars. What a great award. Congratulations, Calais.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. He's going to float this one deep right side.
Man, come on.
Inside the 5.
Fucking
and
close,
he takes
dude.
this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. Mahomes now to throw. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball on a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
They didn't got 2 long deep passes off of my ass, boy. You goddamn woman, goddamn just some real goddamn picture of goddamn ass and
set
pussy
up the line
shit,
for this
boy.
next drive. Now we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is
that is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position.
I'm bad looking at the goddamn game right now.
Get to the locker room.
One play has him up past the 40
my ass off,
already, and another
it's come back to even.
This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be
it's
taken
down but not before he works like
past
Wayne
the
got
50. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt.
KDA,
and that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? And they see that happen. It just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line.
No, look at this motherfucker.
They run the counter. It's Ingram.
Yeah, Tiger, that one, yeah.
Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Hey, one, yeah.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3
man, that little
yards
show
on
say,
first
man,
down.
he's doing your ass bad, man. I don't want to talk to you, man.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Hitchens. And we'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Now here's Mahomes, escaping the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Patrick Owasor in there to bury him for a loss of 11. To try again after the sack. Mahomes.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play. Really setting the tone for this third quarter.
Shit.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Flush to his right. And they finally catch up to him and take him down. Jeez, where was he going? A huge loss there. Matt Judon able to finally wrestle him down for what's just going to be a huge loss, and it takes us to 4th down as well.
Man, that nigga said he would be whooping your ass, smacking your ass. That's what he told me yesterday now.
They'll try and throw for it here. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Pernell McPhee. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
Hey, one, yay, he finna go against Tiger. Man, Tiger been called for you.
They'll try to get the ground game going with him.
Here's a whining ass right there.
Quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson dancing to his left. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs. Able to improvise and get the first.
Well, we'll be there soon. Huh? Wayne, what tell you about talking too soon, man?
1st and goal, and
I ain't got damn touch no more.
To get right back into this football game.
Shit.
They'll look to run with Ingram.
I ain't leaving no ass right now, boy.
Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from a yard out. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point. And our score stays right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
You got that 20 right. Money good, right?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
I catch that right there.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. It's
man, what the fuck?
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 75 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
They go play fake. Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. He's going to take
well, they got goddamn here because, man, that nigga ran goddamn 3-4 closings.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken short. And some strong running.
Let's go! At their own 36-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
The throw there finding its way to Boyle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 24 yards. Now it's Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
We're back now in KC. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. On second down, Ingram. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Ingram, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Now, he's doing his part, but still facing a sizable deficit.
And he would like to do more, but he needs help from the other 2/3, right? He needs his defense to bow up a little bit, and he also needs special teams to maybe create some big plays and help them get back in it.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 50 was right.
From the gun, Jackson steps away to his left. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Yellow. 36. It's a party now.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
Yeah, who that is?
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Mahomes picked by his ex-teammate Marcus Peters. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. He violated a big-time no-no in throwing that pick. Rolling right, throwing across his body.
And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were a tyke.
Yep.
Don't do it. The problem, every now and then you get away with it. This time, not the case.
Boy, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 6 there on the first down play. Let him go by a little too easily there.
Well, that's what we saw on film, isn't it? His head goes down oftentimes when he goes to punch, when he's trying to block. And when you do that, you can't see your target. He went right past him and made the play.
Now on 2nd and 16, Jackson. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get...
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. The sack comes from Anthony Hitchens.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
4th down, here's Jackson. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
I don't know about you, but can you just almost feel the relief that's gone through this stadium? He picked up that first down. Without it, this game is over.
And when he took off, it was almost like, oh, no, this might be it, but found a way to pick up the first. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back.
Stay ahead, don't fuck up.
1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 37. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Mahomes firing complete, and he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6.
Hey, Sunday. 57 to Mike. 3 buds.
Mahomes going to throw it here. And his throw here's incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Mahomes to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
57 colors. 36 to Mike.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And no, it's incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Well, they were 2 for 3 on 4th down tries. Now they're unsuccessful. That brings them down to 50%.
But that's a percentage you have to feel pretty good about. You know, 2 for 4, 2 for 3 before that. They finally get stopped again. That's okay. That's the type of team that will keep pressing. In this situation, they'll continue to go for it.
Back to throw. Buying time to his left. He'll try and run it. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
We got to step it up. 53 to Mike. 53 to Mike.
They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
53 Mike. Check 53 Mike. Blue down.
Back to throw.
Oh, I should have logged it.
But it's incomplete. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time. 3rd down here. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll look to throw, escaping the pressure right. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Closer on 3rd down. A field goal from here, you're looking at right about a 52-yarder. Down to the final play. That's where we win in this one.
They wouldn't let me call timeout.
I know that the field goal was going to be pretty long, but
man, that bitch still had 22 seconds left.
Chance to win,
and all that time ran out off a set.
You know that in pregame, as he warms up,
man, that's some bullshit.
Gets with the special teams coach, and they figure out a number in both directions. All right, you know, versus win, no win, if it's a possibility, whatever it is. And they give a number.
That was a fucked up way to lose like that.
Good from between here and here. Maybe that wasn't the number he gave him today.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Kansas City.
Let's hit the post-game tailgates and grab some of that barbecue.
Yeah, BBQ.
When, damn, all that shit I done did to come back up. What up? Yeah, I can tell you that shit. You do hit the old bitches. Oh shit, tackle your ass gone. And watch Tackle Broadcast. Ooh, that nigga sure fuck you up. Now I'm talking about Watkins. You paid that bitch too late.
I let it bang in your body draw. How you leaking? Start off in the cool 50 on the days, you know that I'm leaving. 100 rounds drum in the bottom of my gun, so I get to squeezing. Don't fuck with my squad, my nigga, cool, how we don't do all that beefing.
Man, that's why I hate doing RPOs on that bitch. The dude gonna all go down. You can't pass that bitch. That a nigga man go to receiver. Ooh. Well, well, well. Well, well, well. Hell yeah. Hey, that was a good ass game, but I'm sending you my cash out now, kid. Man, you gotta stop that motherfucker. $2K.